Listen, I get it. The world is on fire. Everybody's scared. The United States is crumbling. Democracy is dying. Fascism is on the rise. Everyone is just sick and tired of it, and we're not even in all of February yet. But we're having the wrong conversations. We're talking about the wrong things, and I'm going to use this time to start talking about the right things. And I hope you find some value in what I'm about to tell you. And I hope you understand where this is coming from. Back in 2017, the Trump administration passed a tax policy that essentially gave billions of dollars, if not more, in corporate and private welfare to the ultra wealthy in this country at the expense of us, the middle and lower classes, taxes. So we've been living under that tax policy this entire time. All the way through the Biden administration, we've been under that tax policy. And it's been the leading cause of most of the financial disasters that have been occurring in the United States since then, to include inflation spikes, all kinds of stuff. But that was always the plan. Now, that tax policy expires this year. They don't want it to expire. They want to renew it. And that's the Trump administration's intention, is to renew this tax plan and actually make it even more beneficial to the rich, wealthy, and elite. But they have to have a way to pay for it. So that's why the new tax policy also extends the increase in taxes to everybody who makes less than $400,000 a year. If you make less than $400,000 a year, your taxes are going to go up. And a matter of fact, the more you or the less you make under $400,000, the higher your tax increase is going to be. Now, once you go over $400,000, you start getting tax breaks. You become part of the group of people who receive all of that welfare. Now, besides obviously the increase in taxes against all of us, you're also seeing increases in inflation and costs and everything else, and they don't care. They don't care how much the costs rise for you. That's part of the plan. They want everything to become overly expensive where you cannot afford it without their assistance. It's also why you see people like Elon Musk and other degenerates going around hacking into and destroying our nation's financial systems, looking to make cuts from Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, veterans benefits, a whole slew of other things that they want to cut funding for that benefit you, the average citizen of the United States of America. They need over $2 trillion to complete their plan, and they're going to get it. They're going to get it. They're going to take away every single thing we have in place to protect the average citizen and ensure you have a quality of life that meets the standards of the United States of America, because they don't want that. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are they doing this? Why are they trying to shift all the wealth of the country into the hands of a very select few? Why are they trying to push so much corporate welfare and basically billionaire welfare and giving them your wealth? Why? Well, we have to study history. We have to understand where this is coming from. We can look back at history. Since the Reconstruction period after the Civil War, the plans that you see coming to fruition now have been in place. Now, you can call them whatever you want. You can call them Confederates. You can call them traitors. You can call them Dixiecrats. You can call them conservatives. You can call them nationalists. They're all the same people. They have always been the same people. They may have had different names, but they're the exact same people. These people infiltrated the Republican Party a long time ago and took it over roughly around the Nixon administration, and they've been enacting their plans ever since. This has been a push since the Reconstruction period to bring the country back to a place that they wanted it to be in the first place, and that is a two-class system. They want a system of owners and a system of slaves. Now, they don't care what color you are. They don't care where you came from. They don't care what language you speak. They don't care, because what they want is they want people who own land and have all of the wealth to own everybody else. Because the real reason here is gold, money, none of that's the goal. They have all the gold. They have all the money. That's not important to them. That's not what's valuable. You are valuable. Human capital is the most valuable thing on this planet. And the more human capital that you own and control, the more power you have. That is why you see them pushing for things like anti-abortion laws, forced birther policies, all this nonsense about you making more babies and more population, because they need bodies. They need bodies to control. They need bodies for their factories. They need bodies to throw at senseless wars. They need bodies to produce more bodies. This is their ultimate goal. This has always been the end game for these people. Owners and slaves. That's it. Now, I know this video is not going to go anywhere. It never does. Most of the time I make videos like this, it gets suppressed because this kind of information is dangerous. This knowledge is dangerous, but we have to have these conversations. And I know This video is not going to do what I want it to do. It's not going to go out to the people it needs to go out to, because it's not a cat video, it's not a thirst trap, and it's not what I fucking ate for dinner last night. But if you find value in this information and you're a student of history and you want to understand where this power struggle comes from so that you can do something about it, please hit all the buttons. Like the thing, repost the thing, make comments, share it to everyone you know, whatever you got to do. Please, let's get this information out there, because we need to start having the real conversations about how we stop this and how we prevent it from ever happening again by every means necessary.